Hey y'all, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a homemade, from scratch, chicken noodle soup that you're not going to want to miss. I'm also collaborating with Miss Dickinson and a couple of other friends, and their links are going to be down below in the description box. So make sure you check it out, because January is almost gone, but January is also National Soup Month, and there's nothing that says you can't have soup in February. Welcome to my Southern Farming Kitchen. Alright, so to start my soup today, I've got half of a red bell pepper because I really like the flavor it adds. Melody's not a huge fan of carrots, but she loves chicken noodle soup, so it's fine by me. A little bit of garlic, one whole, kind of a big onion, I call it a medium-ish onion, and 4 or 5 stalks of celery. And I'm going to dice everything really small. So let me get that going, and we'll get everything in the pot, and I'll show you how it all comes together. One stick of butter. You see it starting to brown a little bit right there, but that won't hurt a thing. Got 1 stick of unsalted butter. I always use unsalted butter. I just do, because I can always adjust the salt in whatever I'm using. So I got that in there, starting to sizzle pretty, got a little brownness to it. Now I'm going to add all the vegetables. And I did end up using the whole bell pepper, because once I got it cut, it just didn't look like a lot of pepper, so I used the whole one. No big deal. It's the prettiest. I love the color of the red bell pepper with the celery. And you can also, you can still use the carrot. Melody just doesn't care for it. So, why, it's no big deal to me. So I'm just going to get these coated in that butter and let them cook down for about 5 minutes. And then I'll add some seasonings and the chicken, and I'll let it all just come together and be happy. And then I'll show you how I make those homemade noodles. That is the best part. Alright, see how beautiful that is when it cooks down? That is so pretty. Alright, Badia complete. I know, I use it a lot. I make no apologies. It's the best seasoning to me, other than Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute. It's the best to me. And I use it in everything. Everything from Chinese food to Italian to goat spoon to chicken noodle soup. Alright, a little bit of dried parsley. Little or as much as you like. It's hard for me to tell you exactly how much to use, because I'm an eyeballer. I eyeball everything. So we'll go with a tablespoon and about 1.5 tablespoons of the Badia Complete. Just stir that all together. It looks so good. It all starts to come together. Alright. Now I'm going to add just a pinch of ground sage, just a pinch, just to give it that undertone of, you know, that poultry flavor. All right, now I'm gonna get my chicken broth and get that in. Put my chicken in and let that cook down. And then I'll take it out and shred it and put it to the side and show you how to make those noodles. The noodles are easy. They're kind of like a very thin dumpling. So I added 1 teaspoon of broth base. You can use any kind you like. This is one of my favorites. I also like tones and just, I like a lot of them. Alright, I'm also going to add 1 carton of water. So all I did was just put some hot water in one of my Swanson containers here. Just like that. Now I'm going to add 3 boneless chicken breasts. I've got my heat on medium heat. I'm going to let it come up to a simmer. Let the chicken cook through. Take it out and shred it. And then get the noodles ready. Very fast, but a very comforting soup. Alright, also for this soup, if you hear anything, it sounds like it's gurgling in the back, I'm making coffee. Gotta have my coffee. It's 35 degrees outside. I gotta have coffee. You can use parsley, fresh parsley. I have no qualms with fresh parsley. I use it all the time. You know that. But we'll do something a little different. Well, it's not different for me. It might be different for you. I'm not sure. But I have washed and dried the leaves of a couple stalks of the celery. There's a lot of flavor in these leaves. So I've washed them and I've dried them. And I'm going to chop them up just like I would fresh parsley. And that's going to be my garnish. And it is just chock full of flavor and vitamins and nutrients and just everything yummy. So I'm going to get this chopped up and set it aside. And I'm going to put it on the soup as soon as the soup is done. Homemade noodles, and I'm going to start with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. You don't have to sift it or anything like that. I'll just get it in there. Homemade noodles really are one of the best ways to go if you have time. If not, you can buy egg noodles. You can get frozen dumplings, anything. Spaghetti will even work. Alright, now I'm going to get my eggs and my water. Alright, so I got 3 large eggs here. I'm going to mix them in a bowl and kind of break them up a little bit. Wow, that's a big one. Ooh, that's a double yolker. Look at there, y'all. Look at there. There's a little bit of a double yolker just starting. Alright, so I kind of broke up my flour just a little bit. Get the, most of the lumps out. Then we're going to come over here and beat the eggs. Just get them incorporated a little bit. No, you don't have to be, you don't have to stand here all day and whisk the eggs, is what I'm trying to say. Alright. Now I'm going to add a pinch of salt, maybe 2, to the flour. Just kind of mix it up. Use your hands. Taking the rings off. It's getting real. I'm going country. So, we're going to put the eggs right in the middle. All 3. And I'm just going to use my hands. Now, if you want to put this in your KitchenAid, which I could have done, you can. But use your dough hook. Be perfectly fine, but I'm going to do it just the way Grandmama did it because she didn't have KitchenAid. Cold water. Actually, I got a whole bottle of cold water. And I'm going to just add a little bit at a time until you get a big ball of dough. And it usually does not take but a couple of tablespoons. I find that sometimes it really depends on what kind of flour you're using as to how it comes together. It's already getting sticky, sticking to my fingers, really cooking. Just like Granny. You just want to keep kneading it together till you get that perfect ball. Get it off your fingers or however you're doing it. Just like that. It's just tacky. That's it. And I'm going to roll it out. Actually, I'm going to divide it. And then I'm going to roll it out. Get a little flour on our surface. Little or a lot. It's up to you. Remember, the more you put on there, the thicker your soup's going to get. This loose flour will make your soup thicker. Now, flour up my rolling pin. And we're going to take 1/4 of that dough. Now, if you want regular dumplings, you can stop about right here. Cut them up, roll them in there, but I want them just a wee bit thinner. I'm in the zone here. And I'm going to show you how I cut them. I got an easy method for cutting them. Alright, so this is your best thing. I'm not even kidding. So you're going to come in, you're going to cut these noodles. I can't tell you how thin or thick to cook, to cut them because it's entirely up to you. On medium heat and it's just simmering, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these noodles, and oh, by the way, I used it all. It is a big old plate of noodles, and I'm just going to put in there gently. Every so often, just move it around, kind of like exactly the same thing as doing dumplings, because that's basically what they are. They're just a whole lot smaller. Now they're going to puff up at first, but they'll actually come back down. So I'm going to get all of these in here. I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric. Add my chicken back in. Put it on medium-low. And let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then it is perfectly done. a 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric. It adds a bit of color, adds a little flavor. It adds that, you know, that nostalgic orangey, chickeny color, but also adds the flavor, so it's all good. All right. Chicken goes back in. Oh, we got a piece of flying chicken. Here, puppy. All right. Gonna fold that in gently because we don't want to break up those noodles. Just fold it in there gently. I'm gonna turn the heat down, put the lid on, and let it set for, well, at least 15 minutes. And it's all done. Alright, y'all, so that's going to do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please, get in there and try to make these noodles. You'll never buy store-bought again. I pinky promise. That is homemade comfort in a bowl right there. Check out those links down there for more inspiration, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, y'all, and God bless. Alright, y'all, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned a little something and, you know, all that stuff. And remember, check out the links below. More soup dadgummit. And check out those links below for more. Check out for more, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Oh, Lord. Got a few days left in January. And, Lord, I surrender.